What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
And you got myself, Ham, a.k.a. Ricardo Calafiore.
You're going to have to excuse us today, for the next 10 minutes or so, because we've got the United game at the background, so we're currently 1-0 up. It's been a boring game, but...
We'll take the 1-0.
We will take the 1-0, so just bear with us, but we're going to continue with the pod as it is. How you boys been without me, man? I was last week.
Yeah, last week was good, man. Big out Damager in the cut.
Yeah.
Stepped in.
Damager, I went football to watch a couple of my guys yesterday. They said, he was a guy that joined in for you. Mate, they don't need you anymore, Tommy. That's what he was telling me. I was like, nah.
Yeah, that was good. It was a good episode.
But I appreciate that. I appreciate it. People appreciate you jumping on.
What was Dubai saying?
Bro,
good break.
It was good, man. It was expensive, but it was good, man. I enjoyed it because obviously just me and the missus. I was saying it was the first time, we've been together for almost like 18, 19 years now. And it's the first time we've been on holiday together.
Yeah, I thought so,
Just both of us.
Just you two, I thought so.
Yeah. Because obviously when we came out of uni, we both have like same friendship circle in it. So we was going to like on holiday with them. And then obviously then you want to get job, get money, wherever it is. Then the kids come. And then you just get into life, and then the family holidays you've been having, it will be like people getting married and then the kind of thing. So you just didn't get to it. Just didn't get the opportunity. But it's the first time, so it was good, man. As I said, apart from it being expensive, but yeah, good, man. Good memory. Dubai is beautiful as well, though. Beautiful. I can understand why people live in Dubai. But as I said, it's just the money for me. So if they pay me well, I don't mind. I'll go there, Sha. I'll go there. But it's been a great week of football, a week of the controversy. As Ade say, Ade had no problem.
I have no problem. There's no controversy.
I feel like I'm going to kick him. I was about to kick you, bro. But yeah, it's been a weekend of football. There's controversy. We had a great midweek of Champions League football as well.
Quality.
And there's only obviously one place to start this weekend because we wait for the United game to finish.
Yeah.
There's only one place, and that's straight to the Wolves game. Just before you bite.
United just saved it off the line.
That was a goal line clearance. I don't know who it was. I think
it was Toby Collier,
I was just looking at the ref. I was just thinking, did the
bring him down?
Cross it. There we go. Steady.
Ooh, yeah. Thank God, boy. Look at him celebrate.
Yeah, it was Toby Collier.
Yeah, Toby. Yeah, goal line clearance. Well done, my boy. That's another 2 million added up.
After Tom wanted to send him out during the game.
Another 2 million.
So I'm saying, I hope we're just showcasing him so we can sell him.
Oh, bro. 2 million. But yeah, look, there's only one place to start. Let's just go straight to the Arsenal game. Before you bite my head off, I've already said
what?
It wasn't a red card. So before you say,
I don't know what your opinion. We haven't spoken, innit?
Yeah,
so I don't know what your opinion is. So I'm sure we'll talk about it, innit?
But yeah, like let's just start with the decision first and go into the game, because I think that decision determined like the direction of the game really. Because I went to watch Ade and Saeed play football yesterday.
Okay, you lot win.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they won. And just to let you know, Ade I still got the shot.
So you play well, yeah?
Yeah. Still got
the knees are bothering me, but we're trying.
Still got it.
Yeah.
I can't lie. It inspired me. I wanted to get on the pitch when I saw him playing yesterday, boy. He was giving that centre back trouble.
Oh, he's playing straight up top?
Behind the striker. Yeah, so me and Side were playing up top together.
Wait, which side?
To the right.
Bakary.
We're playing up front?
Yeah. See, the thing with him, he's actually good on the ball. But his mobility is gone. He can't move around as much anymore. I told him that yesterday.
Wait, Saeed was playing up front?
Yeah. But
he strikes the ball well. He strikes the ball well. Very well.
On the ball, he's good.
I'm confused. I don't know. Saeed that...
Yeah. He strikes the ball very well, yeah.
But both of them scored. Yesterday.
Let me come and try out for this team.
Saeed got an assist. Saeed assisted that day.
We call it an assist. I have to go and get the ball.
At the start of the game, both of them didn't start. I was going to record.
They both didn't start?
I was going to say, you come and watch your friends play. And they're on the bench.
You should have put it out.
You know how I was annoying? this is my first game of the season that I haven't started. So I thought, okay, if I'm not starting, when they're calling out the thing, I was like, okay, if I'm not starting, then at least Saeed's going to start. Then we both weren't starting. I was thinking, what's happening here? Yeah. But then I think he brought us on after like half an hour. He
brought them on quick though.
I was thinking, what's happening here?
Yeah, we're going to talk off air still. I want to play for the team.
But yeah, no, it was nice watching them play yesterday as well. But yeah, look, after the game, we obviously turned on to like flash scores, innit? Just all the results was coming through, checking fantasy. And then I saw the red. I was just laughing, innit? Because I saw the red.
What did you see the red on though? You mean you went on Twitter and then you just saw that it was red card?
I haven't seen the video.
So you saw the notification saying Miles Skelly red card.
I was just laughing my head off. Yeah, but then what was so funny, we was listening to on the radio. So when it said at the edge of the box, I heard at the edge of the box. So I was thinking maybe it was at the edge of the Arsenal box, and then it was like last man or something. Yeah. So that's what I thought it was. And then Saeed just got going mad at the back, saying, "What? This is not red card. What's the like?" He was going mad. I was like, "What's this boy going mad for? Can it be that bad?"
Oh, so Saeed's seen it.
Yeah. So he's seen it. So he's now seen it. He's now going mad in the back seat. So, but obviously, bear in mind, Ade's driving. I'm in the front seat. We don't know what. Then I was like, "Oh, you know what? We got to McDonald's. Let me see what." First time I saw it, I was thinking there was more to it. So I was thinking, he fouled him.
No, there's going to be more now.
Yeah, and there was something else.
He told the referee to suck his mum or something.
Yeah. So I thought there was something else. But then when I saw that, like, look, for me, 100%, it's clear as daylight. It's not red. I think the ref can make human error. Although I think the ref should have got it right, but I think the biggest flaw on the day is VAR. Like, if there's human error, if VAR's watched that and they can't think to overturn that, because a lot of the time we talk about clear and it's got to be clear and obvious, right? So if that's not clear and obvious, then what else is? What is? Yeah, what else is? So that is shocking though. Honestly, that one was shocking to see. But I think justice was done. To be fair, even me, I was glad that you won because justice was done. Because if you didn't win that,
our ears will fall off this weekend.
If you didn't
guys
win that,
will stress us.
But like, to me, like, honestly, I was like, you know what, justice was done. Like, fair enough that you guys won, and then like we can pull it to bed. But obviously, like, I don't know what they're gonna do to the ref, whether they will demote him or not. I doubt they will. But yeah, it wasn't a red anyway. It wasn't a red. Adi, you said it was a red, right?
I was just bantering. There's no walls. I don't think anyone can see that and think it was a red card. So yeah, that's gonna be one for him to explain to his father and his mother when he goes home.
But yeah, no. So let's just go into the game though. If you want to talk us through the game and what your thoughts are on the game, and knowing obviously Liverpool was playing exactly the same time, so I'm sure Liverpool's score probably would have been coming through because they pretty much wrapped up their game quite early.
Yeah, so obviously we was playing at the same time. Because I hate when there's a weekend where there's no like 12:30 game, bro. That don't make no sense anyway. Yeah.
Doesn't start the weekend off right.
Don't start the weekend off right. Liverpool are playing at 3, and you, as an Arsenal fan or football fan, you already give Liverpool +3 playing at home to Ipswich, innit? So you already know that there's no room for error for us, innit? Fair enough, it's Wolves. Fair enough, it's Wolves and they're down there, but we have to play all those teams down there, and we still got to play Ipswich away, Southampton away, Leicester away, yeah. So it was a good acid test for us to see how we're going to cope when we go away to those games, innit? To those teams. So I thought we started okay. Normal Arsenal performance, started okay. First things first, look at the first 11 to see what's going on. And once again, there's nothing to affect the game other than bring Razov off the bench, innit? Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need, bro.
That's it. Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Come on.
I'm happy Fernandez didn't score because I took him off.
I needed Ahmad's goal, bro. I needed him. Come on. Ahmadinho, my boy.
What, no offside? No offside?
Nah. No offside.
Blow the whistle, ref. Let's go home. Light work.
We'll take that, man.
Wait, let's see this. Sorry, guys.
Oh, he's offside.
Yes.
He's
No, he's not.
Oh, no, he's not.
He's not.
Anderson's playing him on, innit?
No, he's
No,
offside.
he's on.
I think who's that brother out there?
See, no, Tom.
It's Kasanga again, innit?
Listen, Tom likes doing reverse psychology.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if he
I
puts it,
think Kasanga's playing him on.
I think he's off.
he wants the universe to reverse it because he's saying one thing.
I told you, Kasanga, bro.
Yeah.
I think he's off.
Time's
He's
done.
off. He's off.
His time's done.
No, he's off.
He's on. This guy likes
He showed can't play him on.
This guy likes doing reverse
No, his
psychology.
shoulder's
He
off,
can. He can. This guy likes doing reverse
Draw
psychology.
the line, Joe.
He's off.
This guy just likes doing reverse psychology.
Yeah, he's off.
He's on, man.
No, yeah, he's off. Oh, man.
He's off on. He's off on.
They haven't even said he's
He's on off.
They haven't even drawn the line.
Though, I can tell.
You can tell with your glasses from there.
This is supposed to be a podcast. Everyone's be thinking, what the hell is this guy?
It's a watch a long stroke
Yeah,
podcast.
he's offside.
Alright, he's offside. He's offside.
Me, thank God. I'll take the 1-0. The 1-0's enough.
Bruh.
Don't give these guys any more points.
Sorry, this is for fantasy football,
I
basically.
need that fantasy point. Where? Yeah, so, all right, go on, Ham.
Wait, hold on. What's going on here? What are
No,
they
he's
still talking
definitely
about?
off, he's
But
off,
what are they
off.
still talking about?
He's off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let them win 1-0. Ade, what does that put you again? 12th.
12.
Okay, but we're gonna come back and talk about this.
Yeah,
game.
we'll come back.
Okay. So where was I? Yeah, so we started the game well. Started all right, but the first big chance, I don't know if it was this. You saw the Sarabia chance, yeah?
Yeah.
So I think that was the first big
that
chance.
was even before the red card.
On
Yeah,
another
so I'm
day,
just gonna walk through the game, innit?
Yeah.
But I thought we started well, normal shit. But then they had the big chance, innit? Where Semedo's done well down the right. And it's not the easiest chances for Sarabia to put away because it is, you know what I'm saying?
I've seen him put those away.
Yeah, he's a player that's got quality, innit?
Yeah.
So if he scored it, he wouldn't have been like, oh my God, Sarabia scored it, innit? Yeah. So let me do that. But then we're now getting into the game and we're kind of suffocating again in terms of playing in their half. And then we have the Havertz chance. So the first, remember, all Havertz chances were headed. So you got the one where Trossard dinked it into him and he's headed it. Well, I think he should head it back to Martinelli. But maybe his IQ is not there or whatnot. So he just headed for goal. But I think if he heads it down to Martinelli has a tap in. So that's the first chance that goes wide. Then we have the other chance where Trossard's put it on a plate for him. And I think he's done the right thing by heading it down. But then it's just a good save from Jose Sarr. Where some fans might say he's got to put that away in it. But it's a good save from Jose Sarr, yeah? So those are the first two big chances. You're thinking if it's a clinical striker, he puts one of them away, innit? And whatnot. So he just raised his ugly head that do Arsenal need a forward or more clinical player up front, whatever, cool. And then the incident happens, isn't it? The incident happens, whereas I don't really have much to say on it. To be fair, it was clear as day that it was never a red card. The most it was would have been a yellow.
No, it's definitely
The most it was a yellow,
yellow.
and it would have been a yellow for what you would call a cynical challenge.
Yeah.
As in, he's tried to stop a break, you give him a yellow. There's no way, unless he's gonna lie, that Michael Oliver thought from his angle, he thought it was reckless, over the top, out of control, because those are the things that merit a straight red card, innit? In the Premier League, that's what will merit a red card. He never saw that in real time, innit? That's what I'm saying. So for him to get his card out really quickly and give him a straight red, yeah? And then what Tom said is spot on, innit? Because I think Michael Oliver, he's supposed to be the best ref in the league, innit? I think he's absolutely pony, innit? I think as an Arsenal fan, I think he's dog shit, innit? Because especially the decisions that he's given up for us. We played Man City at home last season. Kovacic almost breaks Odegaard's ankle. He gives him a yellow. Just a yellow. He does the same thing to Rice. Michael Oliver doesn't give him a second yellow or nothing. Where it's the same tackle you give for Odegaard. Then Howard Webb, Mr. PGMO, comes out and says he didn't want to have a negative impact on the game. He didn't want to have a negative impact on a big game. That's why he didn't send him off. So there was no letter of the law. There was no consistency in that game. He's the same referee that sent off Martinelli when we played Wolves 2 seasons ago. Remember the one we was on the pod when we came and spoke about it? We've never seen that before. But he's never let Martinelli know that he's on a yellow in the first place. Remember, Martinelli has pushed the guy that's taking the throw on, and then he's made a foul. In the same passage of play, and he's gone like that to him. Yellow, yellow, and he's pointed to where he gave him the first yellow. But technically, you never gave him a first yellow because the player was never aware that he got a first yellow. So he's a referee that's done that. He's the same referee that's also sent off Trossard against Man City, where Trossard's kicked the ball and in 0 point whatever seconds he said, "Oh yeah, you tried to waste time." And whatnot. So yesterday wasn't shocking to me. That's Mike Oliver in a nutshell. But what Tom said is spot on. The fact that there's people in Stockley Park, wherever they are, watched it and said, yeah, we agree with you, Mike, is more alarming and more shocking at the state of the referees in the Premier League. That not one of them, because there's about 3 or 4 of them in there, yeah?
And that was what I was saying.
And
not
not one of
man.
them
It's not just
could have
one
said, even if they said, yeah, they could, because what I don't get with us, yeah, is they're never sending them to go and watch it. Like, they're never sending the referees to go and watch it. Because even if he said, you know what, Mike, yeah, you think it's a red. I personally think it's a yellow, but go have a look. Yeah. Have a look at it again. I'm going to show you these angles, and then you let me know whether you want to stick with your on-field decision or you want to change it. They never sent him, so they agreed with Mike that, it was a sending off and whatnot. Yeah. And then what made it worse for me is that when João Gomez gets his for a worse tackle than Miles's, he gave him a yellow, not a straight red. He gave him a yellow for a tackle that was worse than Miles. Yeah. So how can Miles get a direct red and then João Gomez get a second yellow for that? Yeah. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm not going to use the word corruption because I don't like using that word. But whatever it is, yeah, it's either incompetence from him and incompetence from the whole PGMO, or it is corruption. One or the other, because right now you're taking the fucking piss. Like, you're taking the piss there, and the fact that you're taking the piss is just that. It's not just me, it's rival fans, ex-players, whatever it is. Like the Radio 5, when they said it as well, everyone was just like, the commentator out there, when I watched the game, said, oh yeah, Miles Skelly's making the foul, referee's going to give him a yellow. So, oh my God, no, he's giving him a red. Yeah. Like, it was one of them ones that's like, universally, we can all say, you're having a laugh now, man. Yeah. Like, we know the referees are bad in this country, yeah, but you're just taking the piss now, man.
Shambolic. That was bad. Shambolic. As I said, it's for me, really, truly, like, there can be human error. It's the fact that
there's VAR.
Common sense didn't prevail. Whoever's saying that VAR couldn't think, go and check this, because it doesn't take long to take a look at. Because even when you watch it live,
and I don't agree with the human error because he's making too many errors there.
That's what I'm saying. Even when you watch it live, you can clearly see that
it's a yellow.
It's a yellow. Yeah. So like, it shouldn't take long for VAR to tell him, like, you definitely got this wrong. Going.
I think even if you give him the benefit of the doubt and say he thought he caught him somewhere else on the ankle, and maybe thought it was dangerous. But then the VAR, as you say,
that's what it's there for. That's what it's there for.
What gets me, in addition, is what you've mentioned, that it's not just one man in that room. There are four of them, four of them, and one person didn't just say, guys, not to be awkward, but are you guys dumb?
And it can't be what the PGMO and VAR can't be is a band of brothers protecting themselves. So because Mike is seen as the number one, him and Anthony Taylor are seen as 1 and 2, the other 3 or 4 that are in there feel like, we can't undermine Mike's decision because Mike's give a red. So we're just going to go along with it. Even though in your heart of hearts, one of them might have felt that, I don't feel comfortable with this, I don't think it's a red.
Talking about that today because
but you can't, if you have to undermine him, you have to undermine, he's made a wrong decision.
That's also a problem, innit? Because obviously my line of work as well, innit? So what tends to happen is if you was to give a decision and someone was to appeal it, you can't get the same person.
Someone else has to review it.
You can't get someone that is below that person to review it. It has to be someone that's in a higher position. Because if it's someone below in the same position, they might, if they're below your position, they're gonna think, I can't overrule my superior.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it has to be. So that might be a thing as well.
No, it is.
They might look at him as like, that's the senior ref.
100%.
But the only thing is, they don't have no titles. That's the only thing. That's the reason why we can't say, it's a thing, because they don't have a title of, is it Anthony Taylor, senior ref?
No, we just know public perception that those are the refs that represent us.
But it's the same thing as footballers as well, though, isn't it? We just know that's the most experienced player. But there's no title, so that's the only reason why we can't say that. That's the only reason why we can't say that. Like, so it's just those refs are just got to be bold enough to make their decision. Thinking, no, I don't think it.
It shouldn't be because it's Mike or Anthony Taylor. I don't give a fuck if they're the best two. Because what's going to happen now is they're going to find a way to spin it and make it seem like he made the right thing. Whereas as an Arsenal fan or just as a football fan, I don't mind if he's made that error, all the other errors that I mentioned as well. But don't try and back it up. Do you know what I'm saying? Call it out for what it is. Call it out for what it is. When they do all these shows or whatnot, just call it out for what it is. And he's going to undergo more training or whatever it is, or we're going to do whatever. We're going to reprimand him, do whatever. Don't just come out and make it seem, and you're gaslighting us like all of us that watch football and play football don't know that. That's a yellow. We do that every day of the week. Monday to Sunday. No, what? 5 aside, 7 aside, 11 aside. You're going to do that.
I can't think of anyone that argues.
I think this is probably the first time.
They said, because PGMO, they released a statement straight after, said that it was because where he hit him on the ankle, it was high and it was reckless. But if that's the barometer, then we're sending everyone off every week, bro.
So, and that's why I'm okay with if the ref at the time thought, it caught him at this angle, but then you watch it over and you're like, Nah, bro. It's
Yeah,
not possible.
I don't think I've spoken
Poor.
to anyone that.
It's poor.
Yeah, like I think it's look. Let's just call it for what it is. Like, let's just hope that you use a bit of common sense that if once Arsenal does appeal it,
hopefully we don't have to. Arteta was cool. Arteta was clever when they are in the room and said, "But we seen Bruno Fernandes. That set the precedent for the season. Bruno's one was never a red.
Yeah.
And that got overturned.
Yeah, but but you have to actually put.
Yeah, so
put in
I
the
don't know.
appeal
So
there.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
whether
you have to.
You have to put in the appeal.
actually
You're not
appeal.
just gonna leave it. You
Yeah,
have to
they don't
appeal
just
yourself.
overturn it.
Overturn it.
Oh, they won't. They won't just.
No,
you
the
have
club
to
will
appeal.
have to appeal it. You can't just leave it to them.
So they won't know that they made their own error.
They're not gonna come to you, brother.
Overturn
Come to you, you
the
just have
decision.
to,
It's like when you get a ticket, you have to appeal. If
Even
you like
if it's
don't
an
appeal,
error,
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
come. You have to come and appeal it. It's down to Arsenal to go and say, look, this is why we think they're gonna review it and come back. Hopefully it'll be a quick, like the Bruno one, because it came back quite quickly with the Bruno one, because some of it take quite long for them to review, some to come back quickly. Hopefully it'll be quick and say, look, yeah, we got it wrong.
But they probably won't anyway. They'll probably come around and say, yeah, no, we're going to agree. It's a 3-match ban. It's a red card. They'll probably want
even 12 match.
Yeah, and they might even add to it. It's Arsenal.
It's Arsenal,
so they
it's
add to
Arsenal,
it.
man.
So that was the only thing that was getting me. So obviously when they, because that's the only thing that I got really, really, really angry at that. We can't drop points because of another wrong decision. Because for me, all of them have been wrong. Apart from Saliba, Bournemouth, that's the only one I can say, cool, just send him off, I accept that. The others, I don't accept the other ones, innit? So we can't drop points because of that. So I was happy that we got to half-time, it was 0-0. When we come out, the second half performance with 10 men was brilliant for them boys, isn't it? In terms of being proud is an understatement of how I feel towards the boys. I thought Declan Rice put on a colossal performance in the middle of the park with Thomas. The two at the back were brilliant as well. After that, the chances that they had was the two that fell to Cunha. Raz made a good save from the first one. Cunha's missed one from the corner and whatnot. And then obviously we get our goal from Ricky, which is a good finish.
Good finish,
it's
tidy.
It's not like great passenger play, but it's a good finish.
I think the finish is harder than
From
what
Ricky.
it even looks.
100%. To catch that on a half volley and put it in the way he did. And then after that, we put on a really, really good display in terms of holding it out. And I was telling my brethren that if it's that type of display, when it's like when you're 1-0 or backs against the wall, I'm not saying we haven't conceded after that, but I wouldn't want another pair in world football or European football. I don't watch Argentina and Brazilian league, but in European football to defend a 1-0 league other than Saliba and Gabriel. And I love Konate and I love Van Dijk as individuals, as a partnership. I think my two are better as a partnership, innit? So when we go 1-0 up, I'm pretty comfortable that we go ahead and win that game underneath the circumstances and whatnot. And they couldn't argue with their red. I could see why their manager went mad at him because he was still 0-0 at that point. And you can't, even if he wanted to, he's not got to make that challenge, innit? Because it's 11 against 10.
It's Arsenal. The manager has to be livid.
Yeah. So the manager's livid. When he got sent off, he was absolutely livid.
Bro,
absolutely livid, bro.
Idiot.
I'll be livid.
Absolutely livid, bro.
What's the point of that challenge?
Yeah. It's how he plays, though, innit? He plays like he's a combative midfielder.
That red card's given us an opportunity to get a point in this game. And now you've gone to do that. Nah, I'd be livid.
Yeah, so brilliant from the boys. Brilliant. And I hope that will band them together, innit? That will band them together because we've got a massive game against City next weekend. The Girona game will take care of itself. I don't expect to see none of the first team players, maybe players that need minutes and that, but I don't know, because I think we're pretty much mathematically qualified, innit? And it's not about, as long as you're in the top 8, you're qualified, innit? So I can't see Arteta risking anyone. I don't want to see Kai play that because Kai was out on his feet and once the game was done yesterday. Don't want to see Timber playing in that game. So just take care of themselves during this week and then let's put on a display against Man City next week. But it was vitally important that we didn't allow that decision to derail us. Because now we're still 6 points behind Liverpool, and they got 2 massive away games coming up, innit? Bournemouth away and Everton away.
So that's what I was going to say. That was my next topic that I was going to bring up. So look, it's an important week now, isn't it? Next week for you. One for the title race, one for like transfer window. I think in terms of the title race, in terms of like transfer, because it's the last week of before the deadline, innit? To see whether you bring someone in to help you. In terms of the title race, Liverpool have 2 massive away games. And I think it's going to be a defining moment for the title itself. Because it's either to go there and win both, and they're now 9 points ahead of you. Or they drop some sort of points, whether it is the drop.
Yeah, they might get 2 draws or a draw and a win.
I don't see them getting more than 3 points.
You think so?
Between the 2 games.
You don't see them?
Yeah. I think the fact that they're playing Bournemouth on form, all of that, and then Everton, this is the last Merseyside derby at that stadium. Everton, and they've got a new manager.
Moise?
I actually see them playing out their skin. I'll be shocked if it's 2 draws. So, yeah.
Take that. I'll snap your hand off right now for that, bro.
Cool. And then what's important is that you beat City, because there's no point of that happening.
Do you know what I want to happen? Liverpool draw both and then they lose. Quality is good. It's good weekend.
Yeah. But I'm still. If that happens, I'm still not. Because what would the points be? What would that be then? Do quick maths I do.
8.
It'll be 8, yeah, because the 6 now.
If you lose to City,
So we lose and they get 2 draws.
Yeah.
So it'll be 8.
So further away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still take that. Because then that'll be what? Game week 24. 14 game weeks to go. Yeah. I'll still take that. I'll still take
game
that.
week 40, and that's another thing with where we are right now. You want it to start happening now. The games are coming down fast now. We're not like, we've gone past the halfway point of the season, so we can't keep saying, oh yeah, we still got time, because
we have, in my opinion, I think we have.
By the time you know it, if they get through without any blemish, there's not much time, bro. For me personally,
14 game weeks to go, I'm okay with that.
For me personally, without any blemish, like with 14 weeks to go, and they've only lost 1 game all season. What is the odds of them losing 3 in the last 14?
Same as last season. Same as the seasons when they've been leading us. So that's what I'm saying. So Liverpool,
you were behind them. You there were 2 points, not 9 points.
No, they were above us and City last season.
Not by 9 points.
Yeah, maybe not by 9, but they flopped. But I'm just going off the fact that they flopped Leeds before, innit? So
not by 9 points, whatever it is. And then what we keep saying is that we expect Liverpool to drop, but you keep dropping points as well.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm just saying, for me, I'm looking at it as, if it is 8 points, with 40, I've always said you got to get me to game week 29, 30, 31, and then I'm going to say a title race. It's only because of recent years and Man City running away with it. We never used to say title races when we were both going for the leagues in game week 17, 20 something. It come down to the last 8 games of the season. Where are we then? And then I'm going to see where we are, and then I'm going to take it from there. Right now, it's just, okay, cool, we're churning out the games. We'll see what they do. We'll see what we do. And then see how many games is left.
Yeah, now I'll be honest, for me personally, if they go through those 2 games on blemish, that's the title race done for me. Those 2 games, I think those quite difficult. If they're 9 points ahead of you, 14 games left, I think that's the race done for me.
Yeah.
But I think all you need is just them to drop at least 1 point. As long as it's 7, whatever it is, that's slightly different. But because the confidence level is not just so much about them winning it, it's their confidence level now going away from that game. We're now 9 points with 14 games left, just chopping it off one by one. Their confidence level will be sky high. But I still feel they probably need to make signings in the transfer window this last week as well. Because, as you said, like, Konate gets injured. We don't know when Gomez is coming back. And we know what Konate is like with his injury. And he said it himself, they rushed him back. He said he rushed back.
Yeah, he said he rushed it back. Yeah.
He rushed back to play for Liverpool. So, look, but there's no signs of them signing anyone. We haven't heard any rumor or something. So they're quite composed, I guess so. It's either they're highly confident with the score that they've got, which there's no problem with it.
I don't know what financial constraints they've got, because there's no way Arne Slot will want more players in. They're still fighting on all fronts.
Yeah.
So they're playing more. They're going to play more football than us.
Exactly.
So they're fighting on 4 fronts. We're out of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much Carabao Cup. We'll see what happens.
I don't understand why they're not.
And they're going to want to go far in the Champions League. They're the best team in Europe now. They're going to want to go far. So they will definitely want players in. So a lot of that factors into why I'm still, like, I'm comfortable, like, I'm okay, because there's a lot of football to play, and there's a lot of football outside of the Premier League to play, and you don't know how fatigued they go. All they are is one injury away from, oh shit, Salah's out for 3 weeks. Oh shit, Van Dijk's out for 4 weeks. Oh shit, Gravenberch is having the time of his life. He's out for 2-3 weeks or whatnot.
But it also factors into what I'm saying. You go through those games on blemish with 9 points, despite you having all those games. Then you can afford to swap players and rest players in games, because they've got a 9 points cushion. If they have a 3-4 point cushion,
but where would they rest the players though? What, in the FA Cup?
Yeah, FA Cup or games. Even in, like, if they don't want to play full, I do believe they'll play a full squad in the
they'll play a full team in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, they'll want to go to the final.
FA Cup, maybe in the FA Cup, whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
that's the only other. There's nowhere else to rest people, and then they won't need to play the extra game in the Champions League, because they will be They'll be free already. Yeah,
both of us don't need to do
exactly.
that.
So the only other tournament that they will have that you wouldn't have, because Carabao Cup is going to be done soon, is the FA Cup.
FA Cup, and
then they can just say, like, we're going to rest players because of the 9 points cushion.
Yeah,
so that's why I said we've gone past halfway point of the season. If anything, if you come out of the Carabao Cup earlier, you have fresher legs than them, but you're pretty much in the same space as them, really. And it's only going to be one extra game they're going to play. So that I don't think that will make a massive difference. And their injury list is not as much as yours.
No way near, bro.
So look, I just think next week is very important, and we'll see how it gets on. But Ade thinks they will draw.
Yeah, I think maximum they'll get 3 points.
What are you saying, Ham?
Inshallah, it's 0, but they're both 50-50 games, so I can't call it. Bournemouth are having a time, but Iraola's spanking everybody, and even with their injuries, they're still. Like I said, they had 11 players out yesterday, but when they beat Forest 5-0, so they'll give Liverpool a good game. I'm just looking for a good game, and then the Everton derby, the Merseyside derby, that can be anything. So I can't call it.
I think they get 4 out of those games. I don't know who they'll beat, but I think they'll beat one. I think because
they're getting over the line, but they've had a lot of draws as well. It's only because it's not glaring because we wasn't capitalizing. Yeah. But they've had a few draws in recent weeks as well. So maybe they get 4 points, like Tom said. Maybe they get a draw and a win.
I think they'll get a draw and a win.
Yeah, maybe they don't win both. Maybe I see it as they don't win.
And it can happen. I won't be surprised if they don't win both.
But they can easily win both.
And exactly. At the same time, they can also easily win.
Everything's a possibility.
Yeah.
If you're looking at recent weeks and the tougher games they've had, Brentford away. They got over the line in the 90-something minute, yeah? Nottingham Forest away, they drew. So you're looking at both of those games, they could have drew both. And then Bournemouth had an informed team out of the 2 teams that I've just mentioned. And then, like you said, the Merseyside derby could be anything.
Yeah.
So, We'll see. But it's definitely a pivotal point in the title race, especially the fact that us and City play each other.
Yeah.
And if City beat us, City are 3 points behind us.
Mad.
Yeah, so it's a massive.
Changes quickly.
And obviously because of the Liverpool's game in hand as well, and that's a game in hand, because they've had a lot of draws. They've had, to be fair, there has 5 draws, Liverpool.
Well, every time they draw, you draw.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because you've got 8. And I think that's the only real difference, because you only lost 1 more than that.
Yeah, that's it.
You just drew 3 more.
That's it. We conceded the same amount of goals as them.
Yeah, and
I think they scored 7 more goals than us.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah. That's it. So there's not much. Considering obviously your injury list, there's not much.
The season in context is mad. When you put it into context, we're having a mad season, man.
All right. Look, we'll see how that shapes out next week. The transfer window, you still haven't got someone in, because obviously when we spoke at the beginning of the transfer window, you wanted someone in early before we got to the middle of the transfer window. But we're gone way past that right now. We're now in the final week. Knocking on the door.
Well, we ain't even sent out a bid, bro.
The only person I think he might be close to that is probably Cunha, because obviously of the altercation he had with the manager, whether it's an altercation or not.
He won't put pen to paper with them, innit?
Yeah, and he hasn't signed his contract. So that was the only real possibility I've heard. Apart from Cunha, I haven't really heard about anyone else. Are you being close to anyone else? I know there's talks about Zubomendi, but that was more for the summer.
Yeah, that's for the summer.
I know your manager's also voiced this week that I never said I didn't want anyone. I want someone, but obviously it's got to make sense. How important is it for you to sign someone this week?
Through the roof, 1,000 out of 10. It's through the roof. It's nothing that hasn't been said already. We all know that, innit? Arsenal fans, rival fans, watch us. I'm still gonna stand on what I've said at the start of the season. I've never once said that it has to be a number 9 that comes through. We have to get someone in the front line. Has to be someone that can either play from the side or play through the middle. That's another goal for it. We create enough chances, so we just need another body in there that's of quality, obviously, that can stick it in the back of the net, bro. And if it is Cunha's not going to be a straight 9. He can play as a 9. He can play wide. He can play in that 10 pocket as well. So that's what I'm looking for. I hear the Arsenal fans that say, no, it has to be a 9. So it has to be Gyökeres, or it has to be Sesko, or it has to be Isak. Cool. I would love one of those as well, yeah? But I'm just saying we need someone through the door that's going to help the front line and whatnot, because right now with Saka out, with Jesus out, whoever comes through the door has to be able to play more than one position for me personally and whatnot. So we'll see if someone does come through the door. If it doesn't, I can't. It's almost unforgivable. I don't care what the finances are saying, it's almost unforgivable if they don't, because it's like they're watching. Because I think, like I said, me and you had this. Was it me and you had this conversation? Or one of my brothers had a conversation this week. Sorry. I said I might be the only one, yeah, but the season we're having, I think we're having a fucking mad season, bro. In context, if you take everything into context and whatnot, so we can't keep asking that man and keep telling him to keep going to the well and keep bringing that and producing the madness with the injuries you're getting, with the suspensions you're getting, with the big injuries you're getting as well. And then we're not gonna say, okay, cool, let's do everything we can to give this man another attacking option because man is finishing games with Kieran Tierney playing left wing, bruv. And I love KT. I don't ever want KT to leave Arsenal. But I didn't sign KT for him to be coming off the bench and playing left wing for man, bro. I'm finishing the game left wing. If that's not a cry for help, had to bring on and big him up. I have to big him up. Nigerian brother made his Champions League debut. Nathan Butler, Oyedeji the other day in the Champions League. Man having to bring him on. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? That's literally we're down to our bare bones.
You must be down.
So it has and that's what I'm saying. People need to get off all this Arteta, right? All that shit. You get off his back. There's no way he hasn't said to the people that matters to that this is who I want, or these are the players that this is why I need help on. And if they're not helping him and not bringing it through the door for whatever reason, then I can't be on him, innit? So we have a week to go. Please, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, God, whoever, Shango, Obatala, everything. Someone has to bring me a player in this window, bro. Has to be someone that's gonna come and help the team, bro. Has to be.
Yeah. By next week, Sunday, when we record, we will have a bit more clarity. We'll know whether you're close to someone or not because there'll be only the deadline is on Monday the 3rd, I believe. Monday the 3rd. So there will only be a day. So we'll probably by this time next week, Sunday, it'll be like 24 hours left or something like that. So we will see whether.
And it's almost. I'm not here for that. I'm not a baby, you know. I'm not here for none of that. Deadline day. Oh my God! But I won't get excited, you know. No, I won't get excited, you know. If I see yellow on Monday, you know the yellow strip. Arsenal have signed Kunya 55. I won't get excited, bro. I'll be happy I got the player. But I'm not a child, bro. Don't wind me up, bro. What the fuck is that, bro? Cool. What the fuck is that?
Let's just preview the Man City game because that is as much as obviously we discussed Liverpool. They're difficult 2 away games. I think Man City obviously hasn't been the same Man City as I always alluded to. The win, the draw, the lose, whatever it is, people keep saying that they're back, then they're going to lose the next game.
They won't even allow 2-3 games.
The 4 out of 5 though.
What in the Premier
League? But look, nevertheless, it's going to be a difficult game for you anyway. And obviously your injury list, I'm not sure what happened to Odegaard yesterday.
Yeah, him and Mikel Mourinho both didn't make the squad, and that one was shocking because I always watch Arteta's press conference. He didn't mention them two. No, I haven't seen nothing come out.
Any details or what?
Because I know he kept mentioning
that. He had an illness. That's why.
Hopefully, because I know he kept the three he was talking about was Saliba might come back, Miles knee, and Calafiori, and they all played, didn't it?
Yeah.
So when I saw the lineup and no Odegaard, I didn't see Mikel Mourinho like, right, what the fuck?
Yeah. Just going into what's your thoughts ahead of that game?
When I saw them play yesterday. And I knew that we was playing. Remember, I kept telling you, Ade, that I keep looking at Man City on the table, and I keep looking at them in one eye. Like,
one eye.
Remember, I told you I haven't written them off. I keep looking at them and thinking these men are there, bro. Whether it's 8, 9, whatever it is, I got massive respect for Pep Guardiola. I think he's the best coach, best manager. So my initial thought yesterday was nervous, innit? Just nervous with the fact that I don't know what the 11 is gonna be like. I don't know what performance they're going to put in because Man City right now have been a bit indifferent. Even though you saw them against PSG, they go 2-0 up. They fucked the game up 4-2, and PSG could have scored more and whatnot. So it depends how they turn up. I know what we'll try and do when we play them is won't be dissimilar. And I think if we stick to that, we can definitely win the game. But it's just who turns up for them. They got fresh energy now, innit? Omar Marouche, fair enough, he didn't score against Chelsea, but he looked lively. And that will give all the players a little pep in their step. You know when there's someone new comes in, it just makes everyone else up their game, or just makes them like, oh shit, we got more help. You know what I'm saying? Or someone's here to take my position, so I got to up my levels and whatnot. So we'll see, but definitely that's the first one that came to mind. Or just nervous in terms of I want the 3 points badly, and definitely want to beat them. Definitely can we beat them 100%. Let's just see what the lineup is like. Let's see how the week goes this week. Like I said, we can't stress ourselves out against Girona, so try and rest as much players as possible, and then take the game from there. But I'm trying to think of how they hurt us, and obviously Haaland would always be a threat. I do think the boys look after him pretty well and whatnot. Foden's on a madness right now. I think he scored 5 in 5 or something, innit? Something like that. I think he scored. Yeah. So he's on a madness. The football games in those games are always one in the middle of the park. So depending on what he tries to go with, because I think he went with Gundogan, Kovacic, and Bernardo. No, and Marouche in there, innit?
Yeah.
Marouche,
yeah. And then Bernardo and Phil were wide, innit?
Yeah.
Against Chelsea.
Yeah.
And obviously if we go as strong as possible, we'll go Odegaard, Rice, and Partey. Yes, I think it'll be won and lost in there. But once that's another 50-50 game for us. But my first initial thought when I saw them win yesterday and we won, and then no Odegaard and no Mikel was shit. I'm nervous.
Yeah, I think it'll be a tight game because they're short. I think usually when they do come to you, it doesn't matter who Man City plays, they will always be on the front foot. And over the last few weeks, you saw that they've stopped doing a lot of that, and they're holding like a line at the halfway line nowadays. So it will make it a cagey match because the same thing as Arsenal. You guys as I always say, I don't think you're fluid as you always as you were in previous season. You're obviously going to show them respect. So it will make it a cagey effect. Maybe like the first half will probably be cagey.
It always is when we play them anyway, irrespective.
Maybe like if it is still 0-0 in the first half, then you probably need it more than them. But you're at home, innit?
Yeah, we're at home. That's it. Yeah, because they still want to finish top 4.
So I feel like you will try and go. But I think what worked well for them yesterday, if you guys do try to go for the game, is them going long. If they can, because when they went long yesterday and just putting into space for Haaland, and I think they've done that with you one time. I can't remember what game it was.
Yeah, it was 2 seasons ago when Rob Holding was there.
Yeah, and it was very effective.
It's William Saliba now, baby.
So if they can go long and Haaland can do anything,
Saliba and Gabby back there, bro,
holding it, then they can possibly impact the game that way. But I can't tell you how that game's gonna go. I honestly don't know. I don't know whether
I give a fuck, but just give me the 3 points, bro.
But yeah, it'll be. I just want to see it. It'll be a good game anyway. It's a pressured game, so it's always. This is the type of games that players want to play in. So games like this wins you leagues. You win games like this, you're
I wear the home side, and my maths has always been ever since I come on the pod is 4 points out of 6 when you play the big games. Win your home games, get a draw away from home. We got the draw away from home. We should have won that game. So now we got to take maximum points at home. Because the same thing we done with Liverpool, but reverse. We got a draw at home. Now we play Anfield 3 games before the end of the season. That game could be win it and you're in it, or lose it and Liverpool are definitely going to win the league, or win it and it's 1 point between it or whatnot. So that game will have a bigger pressure. But this is just as big for us in terms of we have to take maximum points from this game, depending on what Liverpool do in their games.
How do you see the game going, Annie?
Yeah, I think it'll be a tight game, but I think just because Arsenal's at home, I'll probably say draw or Arsenal win. I don't think they'll lose the game. And if they lose it, then you guys are not fucking serious. You know what you need to do. But yeah, I see it as an Arsenal win or a draw.
The good thing for us is, when you played them before, it always felt like we would have to take 1 out of the 2 chances we had. Or 1 out of the 3. But when you watch City now, they're giving you 4, 5, 6 chances. And we are creating, and like I say every week, we're creating enough chances to beat teams 2, 3, 4. We're just not putting them away. So you're looking at a City team now that is in both boxes, not as fluid there and putting enough away, and definitely not as strong as at the back as they was before. So I feel the chance will present itself. We just can't have that same issue of Arsenal created bare chances today and only couldn't take them. That will kill me. I'd rather it be the old games where we only got 2 and we scored 1, rather than we're creating 4, 5, 6, 7 and we leave the game and it's 1-1 or something, or we lose the game 1-0 because of our inefficiency, rather than how we approach the game and play it.
Yeah, no, I heard that. Yeah, we'll be here for it next week. It will be a big, and I think obviously Liverpool also play before you.
Yeah, Liverpool play.
So you will know by then how important what you need, and obviously you need to win regardless, innit? But you will know what your fate is by then. So the United game just finished, 1-0 to United.
United.
So we do apologise. We was watching the last 10-15 minutes at the beginning of the pod, but we are happy that we won. Obviously, it was a cagey game. I was speaking to one of my friends earlier on today. He was asking me what my thoughts are in the game. I said I thought it was going to be a 50-50 game. Before he even allowed me to speak, he was like, "Oh, why do you think that we're going to lose?" I'm like, bro, are you asking for my opinion or are you not? What do you next time? It's always like we played Fulham. The last few times we've been away from Fulham, we've always snatched it like late on. And I think the last 2 times has been 1-0 as well. One was Garnacho, one was Bruno, and this time around was Martinez. So
every time you lot play them, I always every time you play them, I always just remember Ronaldo against them. Right? Took his shot. Was that 2-1?
Martial one, that was 2-1.
That's all I remember. Every time you lot play them,
mad. They said in commentary that we won the last 7 or now the last 8 there since 2009 or whatever it was. So look, we'll take it, man.
It's Fulham now. You'll be beating them though. It's Fulham.
Don't stop, bro.
Fulham down here. Fulham. You'll be beating Fulham though. We went there, we drew. We can't beat them.
We're not in the same category.
We're not in the same category. Thank you, Ade. They're in the same category, bro.
Come on, mock us.
But yeah, there's not much to talk about the game itself.
Game was boring, man.
Game was dead.
Game was dead, bro.
But there's one thing.
Game was dead.
I wanted to ask you, Ade, actually, because there's no point going on about the game. So if you want to see, we've never done a live view before. A live
watch along.
Watch along. So if you want to see a live watch along, watch the first 10 minutes of this. You see me celebrating Ahmad's goal, or it didn't end up being a goal. So watch that. I was going to ask you, Ade, look, the managers, Ham, you can answer this as well. Get your thoughts on it. Obviously, the manager's been here for like 2-3 months now. So I just want to get your assessment, because we've seen how he's dealt with players, difficult players. He's made some difficult decisions. We've had really bad games. We've had some good games. We see E-style play. So we've seen, obviously, he's made controversial comments. So we're seeing a bit of him now. So we're talking like 2-3 months worth now. So it'd be nice to get...
When did he get it? November, innit?
November, yeah. I think it was after the international, last international.
Came in after November.
So what is your assessment of him so far?
I'm all right with it. I'm not happy with overall how things are going on the pitch, but I'm all right. I came into this whole relationship understanding that it was going to be a process in it, and there were going to be ups and downs. I'm not sure I anticipate as many downs as there would be, and I'm not sure I expected the whole Rashford situation to be what it is. But I think he needs a period of adjustment. So when he first started off, he was like, "Oh shit, I'm talking a lot, press conference, blah 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 blah." And I do think United's a big step up for him. One thing that really did annoy me when he first started was that the way his expressions would be on the side. I'm like, brother, just calm down. You're acting like it's the end of the world. You knew where you were coming to. This should not surprise you. But the way he was doing it, I was like, you're letting it out way too much too early. Compose yourself.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Compose yourself, because sometimes the fans feed off your behavior on the side. And you're acting like...
you're anxious and angst, and we are as well.
You're acting like it's the end of the world all the time, which is going to start getting the fans riled up easily. But just composed... Obviously, he's playing TV now. You should try replace it.
That was bad when I saw that. Man.
But it's that type of thing. Obviously, I feel as if it riled him a bit, the way things are. And probably he's used to winning, where he's coming from.
Used to winning,
And it's a different environment. But I'm not going to say he sent a light, but let's see where we're going to. Like, I've seen bits of improvement in the football, but ultimately where it matters, which is both boxes, we're not doing what we need to do. And I guess that's the issue. And ultimately, he also doesn't have the players he wants. And that's going to buy
that him. Will always give him grace.
That would always give him grace with me. So, and that's the situation.
That's going to give him grace with most sensible fans, though.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to come anyway. He said, I'll come in the summer. Man, I already knew the players aren't it.
So I think that's the driver. There are lots of factors that allow me to be like, it's cool. I need to give you time. But yeah, there's some performances I've just been like, what the hell? Or some even outside of performances, some performances have been okay, but we didn't get the result. So it's been mixed. It's been mixed. But I'm okay. I'm not crying or anything. We are what we are.
Yeah.
We are what we are.
What are you saying, Ham? What's your assessment of him?
It's like this, you know. That's it. That's why I just see it like this. I see Ten Hag like that, and I see him like that. But I just see him. I see him personally. What I think of it, I just see him like taking on shit and trying to make it look nice. Like I always say, you can't put lipstick on a pig. A pig is ugly. You put lipstick on it, it's still gonna be ugly. You know what I'm saying? So it's this
team that's ugly.
No, it's not saying. So for him, I just like me personally. When I look at him, I just look at him and I just think, Bele. I just feel sorry for him. Because the fact that he said, I will come at the end of the season. Leave me alone. I'm here. I will come at the season. You guys wanted me in the summer. You said I'm not good. You said my style of play is not good for these players. You've now come to bother me in November. I've come. And so there hasn't been a manager bounce, I don't think. There hasn't been. I don't think there's been an upturn either.
Yeah.
Because wherever you guys were when Ten Hag left you, it's probably where you are now. Roundabouts, in and about, and whatnot. He's tried to change the system, and do the players look more comfortable in this system than they did in previous systems? Are we getting a better performance individually and collectively out of them? I just think everything is a no.
Yes.
So you're gonna get good moments, you're gonna get bad moments, but I personally wouldn't. Like all this talk when you see online, how people saying he might get sacked this season and stuff like that and stuff. And
Mad.
I just think, like Ade said, definitely him not having these players will definitely buy him grace, innit? And I always compare him and whatever manager you get, especially more so him, to my manager, because he's young, innit? And when my manager took the job on, he was young. The only difference is he's more experienced than my manager. So I would expect to see a bit more from him. Him saying I'm not going to change my system, cool. Then he's not going to change that and whatnot.
Down your sword.
But whatever other principles he's using in previous system, maybe he can tweak it and adapt it in this team. So for me, it's like I said, I just see it like that. And I think we can only judge him properly because he's not going to get much this window, innit?
Yeah.
And then January, I don't know. In the summer, I don't know how much he'll get. But I definitely think we have to give him a full season at it, a full preseason players. I'm always going to say that for new managers.
Yeah. I think I agree with like a bit of both with you and Ade was saying. One thing I didn't actually clock onto that was a great point by Ade is the fact that his energy on the touchline about fans feeding off that and especially how difficult Old Trafford is currently. So if fans are looking at him, he needs to understand, obviously, he's got to show a little bit more enthusiasm. He's got to be a bit more enthusiastic, really, on the touchline.
But I think he is, though. You don't think he's over-enthusiastic?
Or even if he's calm, but he just looks down all the time.
But he looks down because what he's watching is shit.
Yeah, but you need to control it. Bro.
Yeah, but I get it.
Because I think maybe that's why he retracted his statement. Look, I didn't like that. I don't know how you felt about that. I didn't like him retracting.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
If that's what you feel about it, that's what you felt. But maybe they told him, listen, bro, calm down, fam. You can't be saying that about us.
Yeah, and I think part of it is that he does seem very emotional, like he's.
Yeah.
But maybe that's his character, though.
Yeah, I think that's just his
character.
I think that is just his character.
And someone that's used to winning, Ade, he cannot get used to losing. It cannot be something that you should accept. He cannot accept losing, bro.
I think that's just his character, bro. He just needs time. In terms of the system that everyone's talking about, I think everyone's just making a lot of noise about the system. To be honest, I'm not worried about the system. If that's what he wants, because he's saying he's going to stick to his principle. But if you watch the game in detail, you can tell there's changes and tweaks that was always made. Even just us watching the game today with Ade, you can see that the two wing backs were coming in, allowing Garnacho and Ahmad to stay wide. So it's just,
and I think that's predominantly for Garnacho.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
he can't play inside. He can't play inside 10. He can't play inside 10.
So with all this, that is not tweaking it.
He
it's
can't
just
play inside
people
12.
talking for talking's sake. If you watch the game in detail, you can see a lot of tweaks in the game. And then I was telling Ade, I haven't really been paying much attention to him. It's not so much our manager, because what I've been doing a lot is just I've been watching a lot of managers that are experienced that have been playing this formation and see exactly. So I watch more Leverkusen, for example. I was watching Remember I was saying I was watching Inter Milan today, just because these are guys that have won their own league playing this system and tweaking it around, and you can make so much changes to the which I do see him doing, tweaking the formation in game, that people just think because he's playing that 3-5, everyone think that's it. But there's definitely more to it. Pay attention to the detail in the game. You can see that there's a lot of changes. Even the other day when we played, who was it that we played? Southampton. Or I can't remember who it was, or midweek, sorry, when Rangers played wing back. Hamad never came back once. Despite he was the wing back, he never came back once. Yoro, whoever was there, was more or less playing right back for him. It's just a little detail that people don't pay attention to. So people just got to pay attention to the detail.
But is it helping the overall performances, though, these tweets?
Is it helping? No,
is it helping the overall performance?
I don't think it's helping the overall performance.
I
think
so.
It's
managing
the weak points, because now, yes, say we don't have the personnel to have another number 10, so you have to pay Garnacho, but we know he can't play on the inside. So he's now decided, I know you can't play on the inside, but I'm going to switch it up. So
but my point,
Dalot inverts and he can
my
go
point
out.
is not about whether it's helping the overall. My point is the fact that people are saying
there's no
he's not changing it. There's no flexibility. That whether it's helping or not, that's not really.
Just address a problem.
It's just the fact that people are. It's annoying when people make noise for the fun of making noise about he doesn't tweak it. It's nonsense because he does tweak it. You watch the match in detail, you can see that he tweaks it. So my point is never whether he's improving.
Yeah, that's probably just moving the conversation further.
The conversation is, I'm sorry, in terms of the questions people ask is, or he's sticking to his, it's not really, bro. If you watch the game in detail, you know that he changes it a lot. Whether he's improving or not.
Yeah, because that's my point.
In some games it does, in some games it doesn't.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Some games you can see improvement, certain games you can see improvement. But what I'm happy about, as sad as it is that we didn't get that manager bounce. Because if we did get that manager bounce, it will cloud over a lot of issues that we have. So, and I think that maybe that's what might really help us out. Might not help us out now, but in the long run,
everyone's short-sighted.
It will help us out. Because if you get that manager bounce, start to cloud over things, people start making noise about players
They'll
that
say he's the best manager in the world.
That are okay, they're not, them kind of things. So, in a sense, I don't really mind that for now. But in terms of the overall, it's a bit of good and bad, really. And I think you sum it up even while speaking. It's just that. It's just pretty much that, really. There's not much to it. So hopefully it does improve. There's stuff that I like about it, the stuff I don't like. Kind of like what you said. I agree with what you're saying. I don't like the fact that he went back on these words, but I believe that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
There's good and there's bad in the same. I believe he had to do it, and at the same time, it's no good when you're in the British media. Like you've given them what they want. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And he even left. Remember, he said, "Now you got your headline.
Exactly.
Stick to it." Then. You knew it. Yeah, so stick to it.
I was happy with him sticking to it. As I said, it's only his how he behaves on the touchline that gets to me. But
what he said wasn't wrong though. Like, you know how the media took it and said, like, ex-players are saying he shouldn't have said that. But we've been saying that as outside of, we've been saying how bad United are for years, bro.
And they've been saying it as well.
Everyone's been saying. So what the manager that's come in is not allowed to say that. He literally said, "I'm a new manager. I've lost as much as the manager that I replaced." Clearly, so he was cussing himself. So he was saying that I am clearly no good in it, and this is the worst United team in history, and he wasn't lying. So I didn't like it when he came out and like,
that's what he was trying. That's why I say it was good and bad, but I feel like he was trying to re-emphasize what he said. I was blaming myself just as much as anyone else. But look, we have to wait and see anyway for him. But I just think I just want us to get like assessment of what we've seen so far and to see how that developed over time and see whether like come towards the end and see if you see any improvement. In terms of like a transfer window, we are linked to that
left wing back or something, isn't it?
Do you know much of him, Mane?
No, not much. I've seen him play a couple of games, but nothing in depth.
Yeah, you guys. So that's it. But you, other than that, you guys ain't getting no business, are you?
That was mad miss. Yeah.
You guys ain't doing no business other than whether Garnacho goes out and Cuckoo comes in.
Yeah.
But apparently, that's not club to club. That's more intermediaries. Apparently, like maybe like agents speaking to clubs and that. In terms of the Garnacho going that way and then Cuckoo coming. Your way.
I don't listen to.
But you're okay. You're okay with selling Garnacho, right?
Yeah. My focus is the money.
Yeah. So you're okay in selling him and getting the money back in.
I need a sell-on clause as well. Yeah. No, I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman. I'm not.
You might shut him out 20%.
I don't want. He goes for 60 million, then 3 years down the line they're selling him for 120.
Yeah. I mean, getting nuts.
Nah, that's my main issue. So if he has to go, as I said. Remember when he came and he said, "Who do I think is going to stay?" I said Garnacho, because I do think he has mad potential. So me saying he should go is not even me saying I think he's bad. Yeah, I just think it might make sense.
It might make financial sense.
It just might make sense. Just make sure it doesn't.
That's
a good deal.
Thing I think I was talking about with Ade yesterday, and like our friend Said, bro. I had this conversation with a friend, and I was so angry because it's so. I was like, I had to stop talking to him because it's so annoying because. What do you hear? What's the noise with like the fans about United players about none of them are good enough? Sell them all, right?
All of them.
Sell them all. Yeah, that's one thing. And this particular guy, and I'm sure there's so many United fans as well that particularly say Garnacho's not good enough.
Yeah, well, a lot of United fans say that.
Bro, as soon as the news come out that we want to sell him, all of a sudden, everyone's now crying that we shouldn't sell him. What, bro? This is what
wait, are they crying are they crying for one reason? Is it to sell him because it's Chelsea, or sell him?
No, sell him.
Just sell him. They're upset that they're selling him. But you can't be upset. If he's not good enough, you're not good enough. You're gonna have to sell him. What do you want to do? Rot?
No, but especially when you said it, like,
especially when you're saying
he's still got the like.
Do you know what that is?
I think he's got a good coach.
That's like you guys hear me every week what I say about Martinelli, yeah, and I hate cussing my own players. But that's like if I heard tomorrow they want to sell Martinelli, and then I started crying.
We will cuss you though.
Are you mad?
We'll get every episode and just play. That will be a whole episode.
Are you mad? And I've just said, I just think Martinelli is here now, and he's not going to go.
But that's to show you that people just like to complain.
Stuff like that is so frustrating, and you just the whole fan.
And if you're going to get market value for him, what's the problem? I'm not saying we sell him for 10 million. If someone said they're going to offer us 50, 60 for Garnacho, what's the problem?
With Garnacho, I don't know, man. The only issue people should have with Garnacho is they probably feel what we're going to lose. But what I was also saying to Ade is that we've been through all of that about fearing about what we'll potentially lose. We've gone through that with Martial, Rashford. There's so many players that just whatever it is,
there might be the next. There might be the next.
There might be the next this, that, and they don't end up being.
Yeah, maybe there's an element of if he goes Chelsea, he might.
Yeah.
Become
don't end up being
that. Might become the sell-on clause for.
Yeah, then they don't end up being that. But on top of that, because of the financial difficulties that we're in, because I'm not a financial expert, just to clarify that. Because I hate when people start explaining, the Glazers done, bro. I don't know anything about.
Most of them that say that don't know either.
I'm not a financial.
Most of them that say that don't know either.
From the reports,
it just sounds like you need money.
That's it. Money.
That's all I know is you guys need money.
And from the way they talk about how the deal will be structured, that can potentially help us buy 3 or 4 players.
Yeah.
And then I think what's more, why people, rather than worrying about Garnacho going, is what's more important is making sure whoever's coming in, whoever 3-4 players that we're gonna bring in, should be right. Should be the right fit for the manager. And I think that's what people should worry about. If them players are not, then fair enough. But Garnacho going, it shouldn't be a problem.
Especially where you've complained already. You've already complained. What's left?
You can't be doing that. You can't be saying they should sell everyone. And when they're making deals happen, it's a problem.
I don't get it.
But fan base, I can't. Yeah. I'm sounding like Max now for talking about the whole fan base.
But it just emphasizes that people just want to complain.
But so that's Garnacho. So we only really linked with someone that, if you ask me, in terms of like positions, I don't have names or who to get. I'll get one wing back, preferably a left wing back, one central midfielder, because I don't think them guys in the middle are just not good enough for the fact that all our quality is just only coming from Bruno, like Maino, whoever.
Ugarte, Casemiro, Eriksen,
Ugarte I don't really blame, because we know what your game is, innit? We know your game is just to just drop play, win the ball back. We're not really expecting much quality from you. It's more Maino for me than anything. Like, we haven't really seen your quality on the ball. So for the fact that Bruno's always having to drop deep, or they're playing Bruno in that position because we can't get much quality from deep, I want another central midfielder and another striker. Those are the 3 positions that, for me, that if you were to get someone in, those are the ones that I would like to fill in and just see. And hopefully that should get the manager taken somehow, if we can fill those kind of positions.
Yeah, that's when we can really judge him, though. Yeah. Once he gets a couple signings in and see what he does with him. But definitely for the fans that have something negative to say about him, I fully hear where they're coming from, because if they're saying, I can't see enough for all this hype around him as to what he's done with Sporting. But I would also say you just have to temper that with time, innit? He has to be given time. We can't look at it in 2 months and say, he's shit.
Yeah, you can't see it.
We can't do that. Can't do that. Man United can't afford to do that. Man United needs stability somewhere. So if it's just a manager that's getting you get 2.5 years, innit? Contract you gave him, innit?
Yeah, I think it is.
So, yeah, whoever you gave him, he's got to see that out. There can't be no sacking. As long as you're going to get relegated, there can't be no sacking. See it out, bro.
Yeah, see it out, man.
Yeah, see where it takes you.
There's still a quick roundup of this week's game. So we got anything else on United and Arsenal before we...
No, other than... Obviously, when you lot heard that news, what do you think about it in terms of, like, the throwing the TV and stuff like that, and the statement? It was cool. Didn't really have an issue.
Stop being so emotional. No, I think I was more annoyed that it got leaked. I didn't really care that it happened, but I just got annoyed it was leaked. Break what you want to break. Just make sure you just pay back. Yeah, just pay back. We ain't got money like that.
Yeah, I'm not really too fan. I wasn't too fussed about the TV thing. It's normal though, innit? Man, I'll be frustrated with that performance, bro.
Because which one was it? What game did he do it after?
Brighton.
Brighton won. Yeah.
That was 3-1.
3-1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be frustrated. So I don't mind that him getting frustrated, because at least he's showing a bit of passion, letting the players know. If you guys don't care, at least I care.
Guys are embarrassing me.
Yeah, only God knows about stuff that Fergie's broken that we'd never known about, or
100%.
all the other managers. So that I'm not too fussed about. As I say, in terms of statement, I don't mind the statement. It's just having to retract it. What it seems.
And you guys don't agree with that stupid saying? I hope you don't. That they're saying that he might lose the players because of the statement that he said. What players is he losing? It's not like
we don't even have players, bro. We don't have players.
You know, like when they say he might lose the players because of what he said. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Them man know themselves, bro.
The people that are real footballers will just pick themselves up if they know they can play better. The rest of them are leaving soon anyway.
If anything,
facts,
2 games after it now, they've won anyway. So it doesn't seem like the players.
Even they're grown men, bro.
Get out, and if you can't handle it, get out, man.
All right, cool. Let's just round up with the games. Got Bournemouth. Obviously, I think probably was discussing this off air. Just the way they smashed out Forest 5-0. It's just
I never expected
with the amount of injuries they've also got. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think it would be 5-0, but I did think they'll beat them because I know that the Forest does tend to concede a lot of chances. Although they was keeping clean sheets, it was just teams not being able to finish. And I realised that in this Wolves game, they conceded a lot of chances in the Wolves game. If not because of Ade's striker, his cousin.
He's Strand Larson.
Yeah, Larson. I can't finish.
I've had to sell that guy.
Because he had 2 or 3 clear-cut chances.
Bournemouth weren't missing their dinner yesterday, boy.
Bournemouth weren't messing around.
They weren't missing their dinner yesterday. Dango scored a hat-trick, bro.
And credit to the manager. And I feel like they'll be in trouble in the summer because a lot of top teams is going to be hiring them up.
100%. You think Daniel Levy hasn't called him already? Wait, you don't think Daniel Levy called Bournemouth already?
Yeah.
Of course.
So, yeah.
Once they sack Ange or get rid of him, the first person he's calling is, big man, how are you dealing with all these injuries and whooping people? Because remember, I think he's beating everybody this season, you know? If he hasn't near enough everybody, yeah? With a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So that means when you have injury, that means you're a really, really good coach. Because we always say you can't just coach 11 players. You're working with a 24-man squad, 25-man squad.
That's why he's a head coach.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if your left back goes down, if Kerkes goes down, what's the other left back do? Remember, he's gone through 3 right backs this season, you know? What's my man's name? Adam Smith, the young boy Hill, to the next right back's gone in there. Centre mid has changed all the time. Both strikers are out. Evan Nielsen, Una are both out. Putting a winger up top. And they sold, bro. My man centre half is not my man. My young boy Dean Howson and Zabani centre halves and whatnot.
Young kids
moving mad, bro. So yeah, he's definitely.
Even the players they've got there, everyone's eyeing them up. So see, Brighton, Everton. I had a feeling Everton was going to beat Brighton.
I never have a feeling Everton are going to win any football game.
I thought 1-1. I thought it would be 1-1.
Because I was saying to Ada even when we was on the way to the game, like, because Everton dealt with them the last few times I played with them. Like,
the last one was nasty. The counter attack one that Dice gave them was nasty.
So I dealt with them, and it's just
where
they just sit back, wait for the opportunity. And that's like, they're probably going to do the same. So, yeah.
That's 2-2 now for my Everton. You say my Everton. You see, I support them now. Moyes is in charge. I support them now. 2-2, baby.
Then you have, obviously, Liverpool.
By the way, did you see the disgraceful decision that they gave for Ndiaye? That they gave him a yellow card?
Ridiculous.
Because he done the seagull.
Bro,
football's finished, bro.
You might as well have...
Did Vardy get one today?
No, Vardy didn't get one because Vardy was playing to his Premier League.
That means
I don't understand.
Bro, it's finished, bro.
I don't understand. The ref needs to come and explain why...
Bro, why are you booking him for? They're going to say he's inciting the crowd.
Yeah,
so what?
That's exactly what they're going to say. It's dead, man.
Bro, it's dead. Obviously, we spoke about Liverpool already.
Not Gakpo, though. That's got to be... Yeah. We don't have that award here in the Premier League, most improved player. But if we was, he's getting that.
I won't say he's like improved.
Yeah.
No, just because of numbers, Tom. Because of the numbers. Because of the numbers. Because of the numbers. Yeah. Because of the numbers.
He was showing this last season.
Because of the numbers.
If you're
I would
giving
give it to him.
Then you're more or less like downplaying his game and criticizing him.
No, it's not criticism. It's not criticism. That's why I caveat it with the numbers that he's getting now.
The numbers are crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I just don't think he was even getting the games that like he had the confidence from the manager as well to say, okay, cool, you're my guy.
I just think because remember when Klopp had him, Klopp was dovetailing him through the middle off the left, and I think his decision is off the left. Even as that PSV captain off the left front, but I say mostly just because the numbers now, like he's going to like my boy, that's a diehard Liverpool fan, said Ham, that's my second go-to now. Like there's no doubt, it's not Diaz or Jota when he's fit. My second go-to, Salah number 1, second go-to is Gakpo, and he wouldn't have been that last season.
And that just shows you the level of quality.
Yeah, nah.
So brilliant. And he got 2 goals and assists, didn't it, yesterday?
Assists, yeah.
No, top.
Southampton beat Newcastle. Beat Southampton. No, I expect Newcastle to beat Southampton.
I didn't expect them to go 1-0 down though.
Yeah, bro, they messed up my clean shit in no time. They messed up my fans, and I have the goalkeeper and the defender in no time.
Isak's second goal was beautiful, man.
Yeah.
First touch and oh my god. Man. He's too good, man.
Yeah, no.
He's too good, man.
He's so dreaming about it, bro. You guys not gonna get him, man. You need to be,
oh my God, bro. Ade, you know when I close my eyes, I see him number 14, red through the middle.
Okay.
Odegaard number 8 slipped him. Saka number 7 slipped him. Gets 35 league goals, 15 Champions League, 50 all comps. Oh, he's too good, man.
Keep dreaming.
I pray for Newcastle downfall every week.
Keep dreaming about it.
They can't make Europe, bro.
Cool. Man City beat Chelsea. We spoke about that already. Palace, Brentford.
What game are we talking about?
Man City, Chelsea. We spoke about that.
Disappointing from Chelsea. That was shocking. That second half performance from them was shocking.
Oh, yeah.
Enzo Maresca's got. I don't know whether it's him or the players, but that performance is not on, bro. You see how vulnerable Man City are.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you see that whole we can't win the league stuff and stuff like that. Whether that seeped into them, but there's no reason for them not to take the game to them, bro. Remember they could have went 2-0 up when Palmer gave the ball to Jackson. Yeah,
it was a bad pass though.
Bad pass, yeah. But then they could go 2-3-0 up, and then and last point, Reece James. That's a clear instruction, yeah. Has never overlapped Madueke once all game. What are we got? What's going on? Like, well, that is the City that won 4 in a row, or last season or the season before. I get that. Then you're just telling Reece just stay home and back up play, bro. Take the game because you're 1-0 up, and they gotta come on to you, and their defense. And my man is having a shocker, Kusvenov, the brother that's having a debut.
Yeah.
So they're not managing the game in the game. No matter what, if Ade tells me and Tom, okay, you lot, Ham and Tom, this is what I want you got to do, then the game is presenting something different. Me and Tom are smart enough to be like, fuck what Ade said, that's what we're doing. This is what we're doing for the next 10, 5, 15 minutes or whatnot. And I just thought Chelsea just never adapted to the game.
But then it's more psychological than anything because defensively, they know they're bad themselves. And maybe that's the reason why the fullbacks didn't get forward as much or didn't overlap.
That was shocking,
man. They know
man.
they're as bad. So they was ultimately thinking we need to keep it tight and hoping they can just catch City on a counter. That's probably what they was hoping for. Defensively, but it was a bad performance. I'm not trying to downplay the fact that it was a bad performance, but defensively they know how bad they are, and
that shows.
It only takes and with the goalkeeper they've got and that stuff,
idiot, bro.
There's errors there in the defense.
The guy's an idiot, Sanchez, bro. He's an idiot, bro.
It was banter.
The manager came out and said he's only made 4 errors all season. Now he said
it was too funny.
He said, "Stop there. I'm gonna make 5."
It was too funny.
So I think Dennis Villa and West Ham. I'm not sure if you guys got to watch that, but the second half was a great game, though.
Yeah, I only watched the first half.
West Ham should have beaten them. Them. Played really well. Well done to Graham Potter. You can tell that. I know he hasn't had long there, but even Paqueta is playing like a different player, boy. But obviously, he's always been a good player.
He would love to get his hands on a player like that.
He's probably man of the match for me today. And I was saying to you guys earlier as well, Wan-Bissaka
played well,
yeah.
You guys chase him out my club.
And he's not so much defensively, and he's what he was doing going forward. So, but it's West Ham, innit? They can go and lose their next game now. But after a great performance, it was a good second half performance. Should have won the game. I think they'll be disappointed that they didn't get the
3 points.
3 points because Villa started off well, but once Tyrone Mings came on and they had to change the shape, they didn't really bring another centre back.
Yeah, they brought Matson on
it. Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of space. So they was playing like 3 at the back with
Consar and the 2 either
Consar, Digna, Cash on the other side. So I think there was a lot of space them guys can go into. So I think, and that gave West Ham players confidence as well.
That's a good point, though. That's a good point for West Ham.
So it was a good point for them. And last but not least,
save the best till last.
I purposely saved the best till last because this was second to last on my list, but I thought I would save it till last. Ham's favourite team.
Oh, the shittest team in the Premier League.
Spurs. I think I was saying to you guys earlier, I think I even sent a message in the group, bro. I did not see this one coming, bro. I'll be honest with you. I did not see it coming.
I always see it coming with Spurs.
When it was,
I didn't see it.
I'll be lying to you if I tell you I saw this
Spurs,
coming.
man.
I thought worst case, if something crazy happens, so this was me, in a worst case scenario, if something crazy happens, it'll be 1-1.
Same,
that was my thought process.
Especially when I thought it's an easy game for you to get, not easy for them, but it's a game for you to get some points on the board. Man. Even if you're not
just
going
to stop the rush,
stop the rot.
Yeah,
get a win, quiet down the crowd for now.
Nope.
the 1-0 up, the fans must be cheery. But then, bro, when I checked the score second half, that's when I sent a message to the group. If they lose this game,
I know it wasn't. They had bare time to get equalized.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
I said,
and they still couldn't.
They needed to get extra security in that.
Spurs
stadium,
are a joke, bro. Spurs are a joke, bro.
Obviously, I know you guys expected him to get the sack at the Everton game, or even before that. Do you think he's going to pull the trigger now? And why do you think he's waited so long, knowing Daniel Levy and how he is with like previous managers?
I don't know if he's scared of the backlash or whatnot, because people start looking at him now, innit? Because of how many managers have been there underneath his stewardship.
But they're already booing him. 30th minute, they were
or whether he's sourcing out other managers, and maybe those managers aren't going to come now. You look at Iraola would not leave Bournemouth now to come to Spurs. It have to be summer. So maybe he's trying to ride it out till summer and sack him. But obviously, they still got a chance in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup. But I would say it's just, I don't advocate for managers to get sacked and whatnot. But his thing is, he is doing worse than all the other managers that he sacked. All the other managers that Daniel Levy has sacked weren't doing this bad, bro. Them men are 15th in the league, bro. They're 15th. They are doing worse than Man United, and we rip United. The whole of the UK rip United every week, bro, as to how bad you lot. They are worse than you.
Yeah, facts.
They are horrible, bro. And I'm not buying the injuries thing. We remember when we spoke about it. We're injured. People are cussing my season. We're second. We got injuries. Bournemouth got 11 players. I was watching a game yesterday in their stands that weren't playing. Everyone's got injuries, bro. Just because you got injuries does not mean you'll be fighting relegation, bro.
We've got them in 2 weeks, so maybe they should hold on.
Yeah, she just hold on.
Maybe they should hold on. And in 2 weeks, we are bringing the Spurs fan on.
Yeah, I would love to see.
It's been confirmed. Just hope that he doesn't cancel.
There's nothing for him to say other than his team is shit.
We are bringing a Spurs fan on, so it would be nice to get his view on how things are going.
Because how bad does it need to get before they say he's got to go?
Yeah, I think.
Or are they going to say it's not his fault, it's just injuries? Are they going to say that?
I like the manager, but you can't not say that it's his fault, innit?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It can't be.
It's a bit crazy.
It's pretty much what you said, innit? It's a thing where maybe there's no one to bring in now. If you were to persuade someone to come in now, it won't be the same. They might not have the same pulling power like us we did.
Yeah, they don't got the same pulling power as you, though.
Like we're telling him it's now or never. You're gonna miss out on an opportunity of a lifetime. Do you want to come or not?
Yeah.
If his what's his manager, Bournemouth manager,
Iraola.
If it's him, then he might be saying, "No, I can't come right now." And a season, and if I come, and one thing the next manager is gonna do is they will want a bit more control, and I think that's probably where Ange messed up. He was probably too excited to get the role. But because now, if in hindsight, he would have probably want more control with what was happening with the transfer budget and how they're going to spend it. Because I don't think he's had any control.
Yeah, and I don't think Daniel lets them have it. Because look at Conte, his whole argument. Mourinho, his whole argument.
And maybe that's what...
I think how they run their club is not like that.
If he wants to bring a good manager in next time, a good manager is going to say, I've seen what you've done with the previous managers, and I've seen the players that you brought in for them. I don't want it to run like that. And that's what the next manager is going to be telling them. I'm guessing if they're trying to pull a manager in January, what the manager is going to say, look, who are you bringing in before I come? Because I can't fix what's happening right now with the same players. So that's probably what the manager is going to be telling him. So it's up to him whether he's willing to let his guard down and allow this manager to have some sort of say in the transfer window, because I honestly don't think Ange has, and he said especially the summer. And this is why I don't blame Ange to the fullest, because who they brought in the summer, how is he going to help the team?
Yeah, he just bought young players, isn't it?
Yeah, he just bought young players.
Yeah, he's trying to steady the future.
So it's not good enough, man. And the ones that were there, apart from like Kulusevski, have regressed. Like Son is not the same player anymore.
Yeah, Son's not the same player no more.
Even last season, he wasn't.
Like Maddison hasn't. Whether it's Ange don't like him, Ange don't think it fits in. But you know what I think about Maddison anyway. I just think Maddison acts like a glamorous player but I don't think it's all of that. I don't think he's at the level like all the other like midfielders that we talk about. I don't think he's at that level. And I think he's struggling. I honestly think he's struggling, bro. And this is why I can't
think none of their players have got better.
Yeah, if you look at all of them, none of them have got better. Porro and Udogie that we talked about last season, how good they were, they're not the same. They're not the same. So it's a difficult time, and him sacking him. If you're a sensible manager, it's not a job you want to rush into.
Nah, hell no. Yeah,
you got any reassurance of oh, I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna.
If they sacking Ryan Mason's taking that job, bro.
It's facts. Yeah, it's facts.
They're sacking Ryan Mason's holding it down to the end of the season, bro.
Yeah. So and I think
he might relegate them.
That's probably what it is. But yeah, we'll see how long it takes. Whether he does go this season, I think he does go this season. Maybe I think he goes after like the Carabao Cup once that's determined.
I'm hoping they don't sack him anyway. I hope they don't.
I think it makes sense for them.
At least not until.
Yeah, I hope they don't sack him. I hope they don't sack him.
At least not until we play them.
No.
I don't need that.
Keep him in there, bro. I love his free flowing football, bro. I love his attacking football. I love everything about Ange.
Spurs fans, let us know your thoughts. Everyone, let us know your thoughts on what we discussed today.
Oh, they are so shit, bro.
Before we jump off, have you got any tips on fantasy? Ada, you got any tips on fantasy?
Man, I'm doing dog shit, so come back to me next week.
What about you, Ham? What you
Bournemouth players, like people that are informed. Bournemouth players. Bournemouth, City are coming through now. No, so just they're form players, but yeah, Bournemouth. Clivert, Semenyo, the brothers playing up front for them. Even Nelson and Unai, the other striker's out for a minute, so he's going to be playing up front. He's probably like 5 points something. So yeah, I would say Bournemouth players.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the same. It'll be Bournemouth player, and apart from C, I was going to say that's here. If you trust any of Arsenal's attacking line, which is
no, you can't trust them.
Which you can't. Yeah, but maybe just get the defenders because after City, your run of games are not too bad. So it's worth maybe getting some Arsenal players in as well. And I can't think of anything else really. If you don't have Isak, then obviously it's your problem.
Everyone's got Isak, so it's not a differential.
Yeah, so you should. But still, if you don't have it,
then it's on you, bro.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you're better off not playing at all. Then if you don't have him, so you should still have him. And yeah, that's about it really. I won't advise you to get him now. Maybe I should have given you this advice 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. But City's run a game when I bought Foden. So
because now they run the games, is everyone up there? Everybody in the top 5 or top 6.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise you. Yeah, so I would.
And Spurs.
Who whooped them?
So I wouldn't advise you to get him now. But I was far behind without him, and as soon as I got him,
he's like scored 5 and 5.
So scored 5. So so try and look out for him. I mean, try and look out for someone.
Who you guys got? What's your game next week?
Got Palace next week.
Palace at home.
At home.
Yeah, at home.
Don't make a difference. Home or away, the same
Better
thing.
not be one of those weeks where you guys are happy and I'm sad, bro.
I ain't got no issues with that.
That's crazy.
Let's both get the win, man.
All right, thanks people. Thanks for tuning in. I did forget to let you know that we are sponsored by Tox Ains, the perfume. So please go on his website www.toxains.co.uk. Use our promo code all caps red divided to get 10% off. You won't be disappointed. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Hit the subscription bell right here. Damage, I put it here. The other day, you put it up here and I put it in here. So put it here. Look, subscribe.
Subscribe. Turn on your notification to know every time we upload onto the channel. So please subscribe. If you're watching this and you have not subscribed, do us a favor. Please now. You're
doing
subscribe.
Yourself a disservice as well.
Yeah, just subscribe, man. And we'll be back next week. We out.
Peace.